All of you. I can't tell you how many stories of heroism I heard about all your members. Right around the corner from my house, a young child had cardiac arrest and had to be carried 5 blocks by the EMS workers to get to the bus. So many stories of firefighters getting where the ambulances couldn't because they were stuck in helping them out and carrying people. I led off with a story about Michael Halberry, who unfortunately died, but I don't even know how you guys got up that hill at any amount of time. That he lived on the top of a lonely hill at the Steinway Mansion. If that hill's unplowed, you're going to need hiking gear to get up there, but you got up there. And you really, the story after story about the heroism of all of your members. And I don't know of anyone that I know of that ever pointed a finger at all of you people, and if they did, they'd have to come through us. So let me, Pat Bankin, you mentioned there were 15,000 people making these emergency decisions. It's worse than that. There were 15,000 people on a conference call making these emergency decisions. There was no leadership, and apparently the decisions that were made after that conference call were never even conveyed to a deputy mayor or a mayor. What would any of you, and you've heard them, the administration say they're going to do better, and I agree with you, Mr. Cassidy. Almost anyone could at this point, but they did come up with a 15-point plan, and some of it seems very meritorious, especially the definitions changes of state of emergency, snow emergencies, and how it's called, and things like that. What improvements would you make to that plan?
I think that we need to be a lot more proactive as opposed to reactive. You know, we tend to govern in crisis. You know, it was after September 11th that EMS personnel received gas masks, many months afterwards. And the big question then was, you know, what if there's a chemical attack because of anthrax or whatever these other ones were? And I pointed out then to your predecessors on the city council that, you know, at that time, as you were about to shuck your mortal coil and take your last breath, you would see all the EMS people a quarter mile upwind with all the antidotes, because we're the ones who administer them, but we never received the operations training or had the gas masks to enable us to operate.
I just want to get to the
so with regards to what would I do now?
Now's the chance to be proactive. What would we do?
What would I do proactively? We got a storm coming in on Wednesday. By tomorrow, if it's predicted that there's going to be 10 inches or more, I would be telling every resident in the city, your car is to be parked no later than perhaps 6 p.m. or 10 p.m. Anybody who's out on the road after that, we're going to tow your car. Your car should be parked. That way the plows can get through. That was the one thing, the one issue, that one failure to make a good decision that was the catalyst to everything else going wrong. That one decision. The failure to keep the roads open for the plows.